and welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast live. I can't say every Thursday anymore at 3 p.m. Eastern Time because
sometimes it's not the Blind Wave
Podcast.
Podcast. Sometimes it's Badonkagunk.
Yes.
But not
Blind Wave Podcast.
Thus, there will be no Star Wars mentions, no references, no quotes, no nothing, Aaron.
And we will be holding you to that.
Okay.
Aaron.
That's fine.
Firmest of all.
I'm distracted because I just found out there's a Pokemon Go Alolan Executor pre-order box that I was like, oh, I want this.
Oh, okay. Pokemon's fair game.
getting
Unfortunately.
excited about that. Eric was getting all excited about a Black Series figure earlier.
I was, but
We can't talk about that.
it. No.
Yeah.
I was. I got Target exclusive. Target exclusives are so hard to get.
Can we start another channel that Aaron can do all of his Pokemon stuff on so we don't have to do it here? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, that's already a thing.
Sounds ridiculous.
And it didn't work.
No, I just haven't had time on my own over there doing it.
I just mean that it's still bleeding onto the Blind Wave.
Oh, well, that's because I haven't spent time being
I
able to talk yet.
know.
Should just done it here. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm all excited because I reorganized my board games.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And it went well.
Did you reorder them by size or by color?
Oh, man.
Because they were alphabetical, right?
So
Release date.
I had organized them by weight. And by that, I mean complexity. So,
Oh.
No, I thought you meant emotional.
You had a postage scale.
I
Like,
thought
this
you had a
deck of
scale
cards
and
goes
you
on
were
this
weighing.
shelf?
no, in the board game world, complexity is called weight.
I see. Well, see, because, like, people will weigh Pokemon packs
Sure.
to see if they might have a holo in them, because supposedly they're supposed to be heavier if they have
okay.
holographics in them.
They have more material in the card or something?
Yeah, but now they've been doing, like, more blister pack things wrapped in, like, cardboard, which really throws a lot of that off and stuff.
Sure.
so
It depends on how much adhesive you use and everything.
Okay. So
Sure.
here we go.
Don't do that, though.
Starting on the left is a series of shelves for my war games.
Okay.
Those are categorized by publisher and then chronologically when the wars that they cover happened. Okay? That's the war games. From there, we move on to the top shelf of all the rest of the shelves with the co-ops in alphabetical order.
Co-ops.
Yep. And then to the right of the war games, we have two-player games, two shelves of those.
What if it's a two-player war game?
Those are on the war games. Most war games are two-player games.
Hmm.
It's a good question.
Battle of the. I'm saying, there's Battle of the Five Armies.
That's not a war game. But that is a pretty good game, actually. But yeah, no. It's complex, but it pleases me.
You're pleased.
I am very
That's
pleased.
all I care about is that you're pleased.
Now you can throw it up.
Wow. Yeah.
The big issue is I still have a lot of them here, so I have to bring those home and get those on there, which means shifting all of the board games in other places because they're alphabetized, right? So, but yeah.
There's a good question that was asked, Rick.
Mhm.
Where's your shelf for Candyland?
Well, you see, this is for games,
Well,
and Candyland is a toy for children who know no better.
yeah, who the fuck
all of his
collects
copies
toys?
of Candyland
Fucking children.
are here at the studio. It's in his very secure collection along with Eric's Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anything to happen.
Oh, is that where my Pokemon card should go?
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I have a good bit. It's been slowly
I bet.
accumulating.
You haven't opened any for months.
I know. All this stuff I
You
haven't
keep getting
opened.
them and not opening
So the worst thing with that is that, like, similar to Rick, how he has these shelves of things
Yeah.
that is his board games, I have shelves that have, like, the stuff I'm collecting on it.
Yeah.
The stuff that I'm willing to open or do other stuff with is sitting on the table in the middle of my bedroom
Yeah.
and under the table in the middle of my bedroom
Mm-hmm.
and on my gaming chair for my computer and on my computer desk. And it's getting too much. I need to open these to get them replaced in other places. So I'm really wanting to do that. I think we're getting closer to being able to do it here soon, I hope.
So
Gotcha.
basically, Pokemon card collecting is just complicated organizing.
I thought you were
Well,
going to say hoarding.
I mean,
I mean, most collecting is just
You're right.
complicated hoarding.
You're so
but
right.
I have a mixture of stuff where, like, I'm trying to get master sets of a lot of stuff. So, like, I'm trying to get, like, I'm 2 cards away from filling out my entire Celebrations set. But also, I have, like, a I have like some sealed products that I'm like, well, maybe I'll keep these in my collection as a sealed product. 'Cause some of them look really cool, and some stuff they kind of hold value because they're sealed. And like later on, it's so hard to find them still sealed up and stuff, and that's kind of what has the value. Like
Sure.
Eric having sealed action figures. Like some people just like the action figures, but having them sealed has a different aspect to it. So I kind of have a mixture of both that I'm doing. So like I will buy like 2 of like this Alolan Executor thing. A lot of times I'll buy 2 of that. One will go in a sealed collection. The other one I might open, and it might go into like my master set, or it might be something that like I haven't messed with decks for some of those ones yet, because some of them are good, some of them aren't. But I have bought several of some cards for deck stuff, or I'll buy individual of those cards for deck stuff, or something like that. But so I have a mixture of open and closed both.
Yeah, like Eric is on one side of the thing, where like never open anything ever. You are kind of a mix.
Yeah,
of
I gotta do
things.
both.
Yeah, and I'm on the other side where like I want to play all mine.
I'm opening everything.
Yeah, like I'm opening them and then like bagging everything, clipping counters.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes buying organizers for the board game that costs more than the board game. It's
That is true.
the dark path, but one I'm happy to walk.
It's funny. But yeah, so hopefully once I start actually opening things, because I've been holding everything back for filming it, I can do that, and then those boxes and stuff I won't need.
Sure.
I'll have those placed in like binders and other places.
The collection will shrink
and
in,
it will
in
dwindle
space.
down what is sitting there. The main collection on the shelves will be fine, but everything else will dwindle. I have more space for everything else, so it'd be great.
Just right now in my collecting world, it's just not the same.
Why is that?
Because of the boxes.
Well, no. It's because of the hunt. The hunt is gone. The hunt is just, it's pre-order day, you know, so you have to just hope and pray that you're available when the pre-orders happen. It used to be like, I got to go get milk. Like, okay, while I'm going to go get milk, I'm going to stop by the toy aisle. Is there anything here? No, there's nothing here. Sometimes you go get milk. Shit, there it is, you know, and you get it, and it feels great. Put it in the back seat, take it down, you know, to the collection. You put it in the collection. But now it's just, you know, all the stuff that they revealed at Celebration, well, here it is.
Yeah.
You know, you better get it or it's just gone. And then if you want it, you have to buy it for twice or triple the price on eBay.
Yeah, all my hunt stuff takes place online.
Yeah.
Like eBay or the Board Game Geek Market or whatever. So it's just a bunch of like tracking keywords and making offers and making bids.
Yeah.
And like that's exciting in its own way.
Sure, I get you. But like, there's something special about getting it at retail, finding it on the shelf. But some of the stores that we've had, like even having Kmart around was helpful. But there's none of that.
Yeah.
There's Walmart, who has an abysmal selection.
Far
5-year-old
backwards do you
selection.
go?
What do you mean?
Well, like for Pokemon, like I feel like I agree. Like a lot of the stuff that I'm getting is like, well, I'm gonna pre-order these so I can get these because sometimes they're hard to find later on. Though I'm also not guaranteed to get exactly what I want out of those. But some of the hunting aspects are me looking for older sets,
Old
and
stuff.
older
Yeah,
stuff.
I
So,
mean,
like,
you
how far
definitely-
back into your stuff do you
I mean, you
collect a lot
definitely
more?
feel that when you go to, you have to go to a specialty shop to do that. So,
Sure.
or go online, I suppose.
or
but,
like a convention or something.
yeah,
that
or a
does
convention, and that stuff can be really fun. But like to keep up with it, you know, as stuff is coming out, is like when I like to go and try to find things, and like you know, it's I still kind of do this for Marvel Legends. I don't collect Marvel Legends nearly as much as I do Star Wars, but whenever I see something, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna get this one and this one, and then 4 weeks later, I might be somewhere and be like, hey, here's the rest of the line. I've completed one of the lines, right? One of the sets. And now if I want to, I can do the Build-A-Figure, or I just would be happy that I got that whole set. But with Star Wars, one, you just can't find them anywhere. And two, if, let's say Walmart gets 3 cases and puts them out, they're gone the next day because everybody scalps now.
I
You
know.
know?
I hate the scalping.
Everybody
Yeah.
scalps.
It's the worst
So-
thing the internet has brought into being.
Sure.
Like,
Like,
the
PlayStations are hard to find, so you find those and you just
yeah, I mean, the internet is fantastic for a lot of
Overhards.
things, but it's terrible for other things. Scalping is the worst, and it's only going to get worse whenever clear plastic windows are gone.
Yeah.
That's going to get even worse because you're not even going to know what you're going to have in there, other than hopefully the piece of tape looks correct.
perhaps it'll make it better where people will be like, I'm not going to buy that because I have no way of guaranteeing it.
Maybe.
And maybe scalpers start losing money
Yeah.
because no one buys it. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
One could hope. I don't know. I feel like Pokemon things, like prices for the scalpers have dropped because there has been an influx in how much product has been getting out there now.
Yeah.
So where like it's not as profitable to be trying to do that, and in the same sense of like you could do bundles for game systems now so that the scalpers are losing money because, well, I can find these games and controllers anywhere, but I can't find the game console. So I'm paying an extra couple $100 for this stuff when I really just am trying to sell this.
See, the thing that I think that they're really, like, especially Hasbro, whenever handling something as big as Star Wars toys, they are killing their future market. Because right now, the only people really buying stuff is adult collectors, right? Kids aren't buying these things because, like, you have Obi-Wan Kenobi going on right now.
Yeah.
If you want to go and get your Obi-Wan Kenobi action figures, well, that's not going to happen. You're going to get a pre-order for something that's going to come out 8 months from now. And by that time, the kids don't want to play with that. Well, they want to play with the next thing. So if you want to have a toy, like if an 8-year-old wants to go to Walmart and find a toy of a figure of something that they're really enjoying right now, they're not going to get that with Star Wars. So they're not going to get into the habit of collecting, and whenever they're 30 years old, they're not going to be collecting, Like I was. When I was a kid, and I wanted to, a new Star Wars movie came out, there's a whole wall of Star Wars from that movie there, But that doesn't happen anymore.
Why is that?
It's just because the distribution's all
just because. I understand some of it because, like Grogu, for example, I don't feel like that was a big secret.
Sure.
You don't want to put that merch and stuff out there.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I don't think that was cared about at all. But
I also
for some
think
of the other stuff, you would figure like, oh well, there's gonna be an Obi-Wan. Let's just make a figure for it. There's gonna be this or that. Let's make a figure.
And
for
the most
it.
I
frustrating
think toy
thing,
manufacturers are padding their initial cost with the pre-orders, right? So they can also gauge how much interest there is in a specific design or something like that. So there's not as much investment risk.
The frustrating thing is that Hasbro also does Marvel Legends, and if you go to the Marvel Legends section right now, you're going to find Doctor Strange. You're going to find even stuff that hasn't come out yet, but it's going to be up there. Like, I bought Black Widow action figures like fucking 3.5 years ago,
Sure.
And then they delayed that movie. But that doesn't happen with Star Wars. Star Wars, something comes out, and you might get something from it for pre-order that week, but kids aren't doing pre-orders. They're going finding what else is over there, I'm just saying, when those kids grow up, they're not going to have the same fervor as what Hasbro is currently relying on with adult fans.
You can get a Mandalorian pinball machine right now.
You totally can.
Oh man. I came in here earlier and I was like, 7 minutes on the countdown timer. Can I beat the pinball machine during that time? Which sometimes it's like a really quick thing and I'm done.
We've got Aaron hooked.
And other times I'm like, I can keep. I need to knock Bree off. Once I knock Bree off, I'll be happy until someone else pops in the high score thing. But right now I have 4 of the 5 high score points, and I want all 5.
Eating from the forbidden fruit.
I need them all. But in order to do that, I have to get like 3 more 100 million point score things on that, and like it's tough.
Yep.
But, no, it's been fun.
I
like
haven't
it.
played it nearly enough. I want to take a whole weekend, just do nothing but that, and then come in, all the scores are gone.
Oh, that'd be great.
You'd be so mad.
What happened? But no, it's really fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah, if you didn't know, if you haven't watched any of our videos lately, you'll find a new pinball machine in the back, and it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty good.
Now, Calvin and I did a 2-player, like a versus. You can do up to 4 players on it.
Yeah.
But we did a couple matches that were like, let's see who gets a higher score as we play against each other. And I think I won 1, then he won 1, and then I won the 3rd one.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just get very unlucky. Sometimes it's I messed up. But
Most of the time, it's just you feel there's nothing you could have done.
there's been a few times where it's just like, what happened? How'd it go there? So it was a lot of fun though. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we gotta make sure we remind people that
Badonkadonk?
well, that's always Badonkadonk, because next month on the 16th, you're gonna want to check that out.
This
But
month.
This month on the
June
16th.
16th.
Shit, it did
Eric.
change the month.
It's
Damn.
June.
We're like what? 2 weeks away?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Not next
Today.
Thursday, but the Thursday after.
I was stuck in May.
I gotta hurry up and read this book.
May.
Doing
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yep, you surely do. But we also want to remind people that after today's podcast, around 6 o'clock, we're going to be doing the PlayStation State of Play.
Yes,
Right?
we will
That's
be.
true.
So make sure you stick around for that, or make sure you come back. I
Sure,
should
yeah.
say.
Stick
There'll be a
around.
break.
Yeah, there'll be a small break, but we're going to check that out live.
We'll go down, we'll come back.
Mhm.
Which hopefully you guys, if you did, check out the Badonkagong podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, it is available over on YouTube, and I think VODed here on Twitch, and then it's also available on podcast sites right now. Or
Probably.
Is there still an issue?
Maybe.
With
I don't know. I haven't checked. There was an issue. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say who's to blame.
Rick didn't proofread.
that? Didn't proofread what?
Something's
My
have
mistake.
So some things have to be redone, but if it's not there, it will be there soon.
So
And if you have subscribed previously, that podcast may not exist anymore.
Interesting.
You may have to resubscribe again.
So we have Badonkagong working on that. He should hopefully have that uploaded and fixed here,
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow,
Oh,
or
yeah,
at least
that's
this
right.
weekend. So-
Everything that goes wrong.
But the
is
YouTube
Badonkagong's
one
fault.
does work right now, so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
at
it
least
does.
watch it on YouTube.
Indeed.
That's great. What was the number that I said? Like, if it gets this, I'm going to be very happy.
100.
As far as what?
As far as views,
I'm pretty. Yeah, as far
Live
as
views?
on
more than
YouTube.
Aaron's commercial.
I don't know if we broke that.
I don't know. I remember saying, like, if it gets 20,000 views, I'm going to be happy in its first week. And it got 27,000 views.
Not
so
bad.
Blew it out of the water. I'm very happy with that. Hopefully it keeps up. And if you liked it, just make sure you guys are constantly saying, we want more. Maybe we'll try to do more often.
Indeed. I saw people ask if Calvin and I are going to be on it. We might be occasional guests,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but it's not something we're going to be on all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like it kind of falls into like some of the game stuff. Like sometimes there's different topics that we have, whereas like two of us will be more involved and knowledgeable on certain topics,
Yeah.
and then the other ones will kind of be like chiming in sometimes. So like when we have certain discussions on some stuff, I think like having Rick and Calvin there will be fun. But then like some of the other stuff too, I think like
Sure.
well, they can do whatever they want to do instead of
Yeah.
like having to be here for a Star Wars conversation that maybe they don't know as much about or anything.
Yeah, we want to talk about the video game history of Star Wars, or the pinball history, or the board game history, or the tabletop RPG history. I'm ready.
There we go. See?
Or if we
Well-
want to talk about the prequels,
What if we want to talk about the Jar Jar history?
I will be there.
We'll talk about the Nintendo 64 pod racer game.
Ah,
How about the arcade
what about
game?
Bombad
I'm
Racing?
saying the prequels, the pod race, and racing games. All those things that Rick loves.
But no, I'm excited for Star Wars conversations and stuff.
It'd be good.
Uh,
Yeah, Aaron was listening to the book while walking on the treadmill as I was bleeding all over the gym.
You were, yeah.
bleeding.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know what was going on behind me.
More
There's
about that
just-
later.
Red and lots of moving and stuff, and I looked in the mirror on my shoulder. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm just gonna ignore it. Keep walking. Don't acknowledge.
It's like on the street where like something's happening, you just keep walking, but you're on a treadmill, so you don't go anywhere. No, I'm fine. Eric's better too.
Hmm?
You had to miss your stream on Wednesday.
I did. Yes, I was a pooping.
That's a long poop.
Like an Aaron excuse.
It usually is. Yeah, no, I just, after we recorded the first two videos yesterday, man, I just was not feeling it. And it got to the point where, like, you know, you feel like, you have that feeling, I gotta go. And you go, and there's nothing happens.
Oh,
That's
no.
the feeling I had.
That's the worst.
It was so, like, at the very least, there's a certain satisfaction of, like, yes, I've done it, you
Yeah.
know? But there was none of that.
relief.
And then I had a pretty hard workout on Tuesday, and I think it was like that mixed with some like abdominal pain from a workout.
Well, you've probably been up in your protein intake as well. And if you
Yeah.
get that too high, it can make you constipated.
Yeah, so it was just one of those days where I'm
fiber.
like, I think
You
I
gotta
just have
balance
to
it out
call
with fiber.
So I
Yeah.
called it.
Yeah, you need some fiber, Eric.
I'll eat some fiber. Oh yeah, anything you put in front of me, I'll eat it.
Just don't eat the internet.
We'll see. Depends how delicious it is.
Yeah, I was talking to Eric about how, or Rick actually, about how like today I had a salad. Like I don't usually eat salads. So I ordered a salad and then like went through the whole thing about like, is there supposed to be dressing? They didn't put dressing on this. Does it naturally come with dressing? And then we looked around for dressing. I just gave up, just ate the salad. Let me eat the salad. And it was good. And I was like, good. I'm glad I had a salad. But I also had a 6-inch sub called the Porker.
Yes,
So
you did.
it's better than nothing.
The porker. I also had one of the porker. It was pretty good. I only ate 6.5 inch, the
Yeah.
half one though.
Jancy put it in front of you.
Yeah.
You ate it.
So no, it was funny. It was good though. It was like everything on it was related to pigs and bacon of some sort. Like ham, bacon. It was like bacon bits with cheese, like cheddar. There was like a bacon aioli or something like that.
Yeah, bacony.
Wrapped in bacon.
Just bacon. So no. But now I know how the salad tastes. Maybe next time I'll just get a salad.
Mhm.
Had eggs.
They
in
have
it.
a big salad. That's the small
Big,
salad,
I know.
and then they have a big salad that's 4 times that
It
size.
looked far too big.
It's like the bowl of salad that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
Yeah, JNC gets that
like
salad
Olive
and eats
Garden
it for like
brings
3 days.
to your table.
Maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe, especially with no dressing, it wouldn't
Uh-huh.
like get soggy or anything. But yeah, I don't know.
You say soggy weird. You say soggy.
Soggy.
Yeah.
Is that a
Say
thing?
it with an
Is that-
A rather than an
find
O.
it?
that the one?
Soggy. Soggy. What's the word?
Soggy.
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 What do you say?
I don't know. I thought I said soggy.
Did he say
I-
saggy?
The first couple times he said it like saggy.
So that's
Soggy.
me.
Just
My
get
ears are
soggy.
broken.
Saggy. Yeah. It's like you're. What are you
Boston?
doing?
Like, are you comparing like an A to an O?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Like,
like
it's
an,
not
it's like an,
it's not soggy.
no, but it's
Soggy.
I'll have to
rather
listen
than an
back
aw.
and I'll report back next
Soggy.
week.
I don't know.
Saggy.
We'll have him say it again.
I don't think
later.
I said saggy.
It was like
Like
if-
saki.
Yeah.
Not like that. Right?
That's how you said
That
it.
sounds
yeah.
wrong.
Soggy.
I don't think I said saki. Soggy.
Soggy. Yeah.
Soggy. Soggy.
it's
Saggy? Is it saggy?
like Bill Burr.
Gotta get some beef.
That's not Bill Burr.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not shaggy either. So what's been going on for we've had like 2 weeks
yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
I have been hot and miserable because we haven't been using air conditioning because we want to get all of our air ducts cleaned out because we have cats and I'm worried they've peed inside like air vents and shit like that. And
So you don't turn it on because you think like that pee's gonna like aerolize and go throughout the house,
I
Well-
mean, it would,
Yeah.
right?
but you'd be cold.
Cold and dead.
How would you die?
I don't know what that
Ammonia gas.
It's in there, moldy. I don't know. There could be black mold. The next morning, I wake up dead, Eric.
We talked about this earlier. Ammonia is bad. In your 3 seconds of reading something and being totally
that's right.
lost when
we
you
were
came
having
back.
a meeting earlier, and we were talking about just regular meeting stuff, and I zoned out for a second. I think I checked. I checked something on my phone, but I looked back up, and they were talking about like. There's not that much ammonia in human urine. And I was like, what the fuck did I miss?
We tangent even not in videos.
Yeah,
We
no.
tangent. Crazy.
It's a huge problem.
So, but no, I don't know. Just right now, it's like I haven't been playing too many games. Like, I usually do a lot of PC gaming.
Yeah.
It's so hot in my bedroom.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like,
it's been like 95 degrees outside during the day.
yeah, and we have like fans trying to blow. Our bedroom has the most windows blowing air around. So like, even then, it's still hot. But I turn it on and like would work on editor stuff because I needed to pay editors.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm done for now. And I turn it all off. The next day I turn it on. I worked on some more stuff, but I still didn't play any games. The most I did is I logged into Fortnite when Coulson came in, and I bought the Obi-Wan skin for Fortnite.
Gotcha.
Because he's like, Dad, there's a Fortnite skin for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was like, what? Gotta get it. So I got it. But yeah, it's just so warm. Been so warm out here. Crazy.
oh yeah, it's been 90s. Like today, finally, rain cooled back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
There
looking,
was.
Too hot.
Did you hear, like, soon after Bad Movie Night, there was a thunderclap that was so loud and sudden, I thought the transformer outside blew up again. Like, it was so loud.
Maybe I hit my head on the lamp again.
No,
That was
you weren't
pretty
at my
loud.
house.
Yeah,
dude, that was awful.
that was awful. We have
Yeah.
under
We
our,
have a-
over our meeting table. We have this big ornate light that hangs down.
like a pendant light.
Usually the table is right under it, so there's no chance of hitting your head. But also, our ceiling above that just fell down one night.
Yep.
So we're getting that fixed. We moved the table out of the way. Rick walks around the table, and it was a god awful sound. It was a conch that sounds like someone fell off a like 3-story building and hit their head on a cymbal. That's what it sounded like.
I think that's a bit much.
That's what it sounded like to me. He was on my deaf side, Calvin, and that's how much it sounded like.
It ringed with like a, I don't know. It was like a wine glass, and this glass in this light is like half an inch thick.
All of us just like cringed, like, oh no, he's dead. But no, he was fine. He just walked away.
He did. Then he came back. I'm like, you doing all right? And then when he said about bleeding in the gym, I thought it was because of that.
Oh, that's what happened.
I needed a document for the meeting, so I went back to this computer to grab it. And I came back realizing it's already in the cloud. I already had it. So I didn't even have to walk back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. And yeah, speaking of thunder and storm, like we had that little thunderstorm last night, and I was like, oh, thank God. It's going to come through. It's going to get colder. It's going to be nice. It didn't do anything. It was still so hot.
Yeah.
Even last night, I was like, no, I'll be warmer.
Do you just have like
cooler.
fans at your house just constantly going?
I mean, we have ceiling fans that are constantly
Ceiling
going.
fans.
And there's one. The worst thing about our house is that on the ground floor of it, right? Like the first floor, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. However, 2 of those windows are in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
One of those windows is in our closet in our bedroom. And one of those windows is in the bathroom of our bedroom. And the other window is in the living room, and it's like this big. And everything.
Oh, little hexagonal or octagonal window.
No, I mean it's a rectangle. It's just
Oh, is it?
It's just
Okay.
a really thin one. Everything else is doors, which would be nice to open up and let air circulate. However, we have all these damn cats now. So if we open the doors, cats just start running off everywhere. And the last time a door was opened up, Melanie found a rabbit being attacked in our living room. You know, it's like,
She'd like get screen doors or something so that you can just open like the main door and then just leave the screen closed.
yeah, we've talked about doing that, but then like I think we talked about it one time, and I think Melanie's mom was like, "But then you're getting rid of your French doors, and you're losing value on the house or something." I don't know, like they're this. I'm like, well, it would be nice to have French doors to bring in like couches,
Sure.
you know, to be able to open 2 doors and have that room and stuff. But yeah,
Do you like ever feel just like sheer vindication at your house?
all the time.
Because, well, specifically for the cats.
Oh, for the cats.
Because before you got cats, you're like, no, I don't want cats. We're not getting any cats. And your kid's like, please, Dad, can we have some cats? I'm like,
Yeah.
fine, but
And
this
they
better
got
not
one.
change my life.
Then they lied to me and brought in a second one. And then those ones mated and made 3 more. And I have 5 cats. And
now
no,
you're just
yes.
sweating, you only playing Fortnite, surrounded by vents with piss in them.
There's definitely been times that I've said something and Melanie has been like, and she can't argue too much because she knows I'm right.
You argue the point, stay in the pocket, wait out the clock. You got it.
So, but no, it's definitely been to the point where Melanie's like, all right, when these kids get older, we've already decided Leon's taking Bubbles, Colson's taking, Shadow, Ayla's taking Chunky. Like she's already divided up which ones are taking what.
Sure.
So I'm like, good. Now I just have to wait for as the kids leave, the cats leave.
Yeah.
And then to be good.
Maggie's been doing some renovations at the house, and speaking of words people can't say, we got a new roof.
A roof, yeah.
Roof.
A roof. I've heard roof and roof.
Roof.
I have also heard that.
Yeah,
but
like a roof.
I get made fun of whenever I say roof
I
around
don't say
Carmen.
roof.
I've heard both. I don't
What
know.
do they say when it's on fire? The roof.
The roof.
Yeah. They don't
The
say,
roof is
the
on
roof. They don't go that.
I've heard both. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what Rick was thinking of, roof versus
Yeah,
roof.
but Eric,
Roof.
Yep.
what do dogs do
They rough.
when they bark? What? No, like spell it. Spell it. And don't spell B-A-R-K. Like spell B-A.
Bark, bark.
You've cornered me into making your point.
Yeah, it's spelled W-O-O-F, and you say it woof, right? So it should be roof.
Well,
Yeah,
rough. Rough.
So I was
I mean, that's a small dog. I was talking about a reasonable.
I need a
Yeah.
big dog. Woof, woof.
Woof woof. Somebody's gonna clip that.
So I was in. This is the first summer in a while that I've had like a well-working AC,
Yeah.
because it had been a few years that it was kind of on the fritz and not working very well. So I know how Aaron feels, and it's terrible. But it is fixed now, so the house is pretty cool. But I was downstairs organizing my board games, and most of it is just me like pulling on my beard, trying to decide where I want things to go,
Yep.
like how to make it work. And so Evie like wants to help me, but it's very little actually like putting things on shelves, which she could help with. So she's just standing there. Because back in Halloween, Maggie made Big Trouble in Little China costumes for us. So for the headdress, she had a bunch of peacock feathers. So Evie's just there fanning me with a giant peacock feather, saying, "Is this helping, Daddy?" I was like, "Yes, child, it is.
Hilarious.
Thank you."
That's great.
Hey, Calvin, what do you use to shoot an arrow?
A bow.
How do you spell that?
B-O-W.
What is the front of a ship?
A bow.
How do you spell that?
B-O-W.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying as though I am the authority on how to pronounce English words. I was making a joke to prove my point. English sucks.
I was thinking about that. I was looking into this.
Yeah.
I remember reading a thing at one point that was talking about the English language and how it's like there's, this word and this word. And it's like, why is this pronounced like this? But then this one's pronounced like this.
Yeah.
Like, it just went through a whole thing of like.
There's
all
also
kinds
where,
of,
there.
Yeah.
And
There. There's 4 there's.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Did I bring up in podcast at one time? I was like, I had read something where it was like the word unlockable can mean something that you can't lock and something that you can unlock.
You have.
Yeah.
It's unlockable.
Like, hey, can you get in that safe? No, it's unlockable.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can you get in that safe? Yeah, it's unlockable.
Yeah, it's unlockable.
Like, it's a
It's
weird
the
thing.
same word, but it means both things.
No. Can you lock that safe? No, it's unlockable.
Yeah.
Hey, can you lock that safe? Yeah.
It's unlockable. Fucking freaks me out, that word.
I don't know. Yeah, there's so many weird things like that.
English is fucked.
It is.
Yeah, we should all speak another language instead. No, I don't want to learn it.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
future
problem.
generations can deal with that. This is why we haven't followed the metric system or whatever. We're
Americans are too belligerent.
like, I'm already doing it now. The future generations can worry about the metric system.
Surf Ride put one on that I saw on Twitter the other day. Fridge has a D, but refrigerator doesn't.
Yeah.
Fridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fridge.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. Where'd the D go?
Or where did it come from?
Yeah. Where did it
Well,
come from?
Why-
if you spelled fridge without the D, it would be Friggy.
I
If you
mean,
replaced it with an N, it would be fringe.
there's always been weird things like that where it's like, why
Don't
when
say
you
it, Mac.
why when you shortened refrigerator
Yeah.
you got a D in there?
Yeah.
It's like why when you shorten William,
William.
it turns into Bill.
No, there's reasons for that.
They turned
I
the
was
W
just-
sideways.
There's a reason for that. I can't remember what it is though.
There's a reason for Bill instead of William.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we've
Bob
talked about
instead
that
of
one
Robert.
before.
It was something to do with like nicknames in a certain age or something like that, but I can't remember it right now, and I don't
The
look it up.
age of will.
But I looked that up. There's reasons for those.
Yeah, and instead of like Rich, it's Dick for Richard.
It is also rich, though.
Huh?
It is also rich sometimes.
Yeah, but how do you get Dick? And don't cut that into some kind of clip. Shit.
That's
not what I'm
they're gonna. That and me going woof woof woof.
Or Eric doing his.
Yeah.
Like it was just yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because Richard is a dick. It's like Richard. It's like I just call him Dick.
You laughed, Daniel, but I knew a Billiam.
A Billiam.
His real name was Billiam, and he shortened it to Bill.
I mean that makes sense at least.
So
Yeah.
Richard and Dick. Apparently, at a certain point in the 13th century, it was really popular for nicknames to just like rhyme with your name. So it's like Aaron Sharon, and your Sharon would be your nickname. Let's say.
Okay.
So Rick gave way to Dick, and also Hick, while Rich becomes Hitch. So like there's little like trends in there. So
Bitch.
Richard, yeah, Richard would eventually become Dick because it rhymed with Rick. I guess is one of the reasons.
It's so weird.
Bill from William. The most obvious is that in part of the Middle Age trend of letter swapping. So much like Dick is a rhyming nickname for Rick, the same is true of Will and Bill.
Oh, did you fall into like rhyming slang?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
We're gonna
there's
be in
Will,
Barney.
Bill, William. I guess that's what that works. Rhyming nicknames is a lot of the reasons.
Yeah, I guess it kind of fits with that rhyming slang.
So you're Karen?
No. How about Baron?
No.
It's a better name than Karen and Sharon. Maybe Karen, but it's with a C.
And 2 A's?
Yeah, cause I'm Karen about stuff.
Or you're Darren.
What?
Rick, have you had a hard rain with your new roof yet?
Yeah.
How was it? You
Not-
got a metal roof.
I did. Not
Oh
as
yeah,
loud
we were
as
talking
I-
about a roof, and then
Yeah.
we're all switching other stuff. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't remember. Roof.
No, I mostly finished, but not as loud as I was expecting.
Yeah.
But it is pleasing.
Yeah, it's quite pleasing.
You have one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was so funny because, like, Calvin had some sort of act of God
It's so funny.
that destroyed his roof.
We had
And so
we had
he started the process of
high
fixing
winds.
that. And I, after that had happened, hired someone to completely replace my roof. And mine was done in a matter of days. And I'm not sure if Calvin's is even done
I
yet.
still haven't gotten a hold
Yeah.
of him. Like, I approved the work. I said,
Get the
yes,
guy. Get the guy.
come in
Rick
the
had.
morning. I have his number. Come in the morning and get it fixed. Okay, I'll be there. Like, I'll call you when we're heading over. Great. And that was a month ago.
Also, the guy who owned the company was talking to me, and he asked me, like, where I was from. And I said, no, I've lived around here all my life. He
Because you
said-
talk weird.
Yeah, he said, well, that's weird. Like, you don't have an accent. Like, an accent?
You
I mean-
do. You have the Ohio accent, not the bleeding into West Virginia accent.
Well, I guess that could be maybe. Because, yeah, he did sound a little West Virginian, I guess.
Huh. Shit.
What? Why you hunt?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
thanks.
got my new roof exactly 8 years ago today.
Today?
Today. I just June 2nd. I was just looking up and saying, how long have I had my roof? And it said June 2nd, 2014 is when I shared this picture.
Calvin.
Me getting my roof.
Maybe all this stuff is just coincidence. You're gonna
All
go
right.
home. You're gonna have a whole new roof.
Maybe.
I'm not, because I only approved the ridge cap to be
Oh.
replaced.
That's why it's taking so long?
Eric, I was like, you're not gonna say anything. It reminded me like when Calvin. Remember that one time he's like,
Whoa!
"Whoa, neat," and then he just stopped, and we're like, "Calvin, you can't do that. It's a podcast."
We should do a poll in chat whether it's roof or rough.
Roof or roof?
Rough.
How do you spell roof?
Roof.
Same.
There's roof.
They're spelled the same.
roof. Okay, hang on.
I mean,
Hang
that's
on.
the whole point.
Let me find
Well,
the
yeah.
poll button.
But is it like O-O or is it U?
I love
How
this
do
because
you
you're
So,
gonna
I
spell
get what you mean. So, like, the poll options are just
R O
roof and
double
roof
F
and the
R O
lyrics.
double F, and then you just pick which one you say which way.
roof?
Roof.
Roof. I'm trying to think of how to
Phonetically
do
say it.
roof. Roof.
Roof.
Roo is like moo.
Roof. Is it like a
Ruff
roof?
is like R-U-U-F.
R? Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Is
R O
roof.
U F could be roof.
Well, I have roof, which is R-E-W-F. Kind of like an ew sound in there. Roof.
Roof.
Roof. No, is that not good?
No, I wouldn't. I
Someone else make a poll.
I don't
Someone
know
has
how. I
made a
don't even know
poll,
if I
and
have
they
permission to
fucked
make it. Okay.
Wow. Well, one
Jake,
of
this is
How
not.
does that
This
help?
is the joke that I said that doesn't help anybody.
This is one of those damn. Is Aaron right? No.
Is he wrong?
Or no.
You go get the percentage of 69%.
I like polls that help us with anything. This doesn't do anything.
All right. Cancel this and remake it.
I don't care about 69%. But no, add one.
We're
more.
so close. If we can get 69% with 69 votes. Oh, it did it! Oh, damn it.
no!
For one sweet second, the world was perfect.
Never again.
But I saw it.
It's back.
I know. But the 69,
69
Numbers
with
is
69 votes.
that
Perfect.
that was a special place.
You know who you were.
But you know, I don't know how to spell it phonetically to be able to try to like figure out what the best roof
Roof.
and roof.
I think ROUF should be roof, and then ROOF should be rough.
Like a
Right.
woof.
Yeah.
But not the woof that Rick says woof.
Yeah.
Roof.
Not wolf.
Wolf.
Wolf. It's like that guy who did your roof said you didn't have an accent, but actually, secretly, you're German.
I played too much Gabriel
my
Knight 2.
roof today. Are you from around here? Yeah.
Fun. That's funny. I don't know. Is anyone trying, or did we give up?
I'm happy.
I like how we make it.
I'm gonna report this poll.
Kangaroo and Ruff.
If it's for a joke poll, they're right on it. But a real one.
Oh yeah, right. If it was something about Aaron cheating, Pong would have had one made, and he might not even be on the podcast. He'd just be there.
Is Aaron cheating? Yes.
Yes.
Not no.
I saw you taking off that pinball glass and just touching things.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I just like, let me get a high score. Ding, 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 ding. I won. What happened? How do you say syrup?
Syrup.
What do you say, Calvin?
What?
For
Like
the- what
maple
you-
syrup?
Yeah.
Syrup.
What do you say, Eric?
Syrup.
I say syrup too. You
Yeah.
say syrup, Rick? Or you
Syrup.
actually
He
say,
says syrup.
do you actually
Syrup?
say syrup?
That's all I can say.
Like
What
syrup?
do you mean that's all you
I hear
can
no
say?
difference. What are you saying?
Syrup.
Syrup.
You're
No.
saying, so Rick,
You're rolling your R so hard.
say the word serum.
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 Are you seducing me?
Serum.
Serum.
You were in
Syrup.
Spanish class too long, Rick.
Yeah.
You're rolling all your R's.
So,
That's amazing.
like, if you were to
Serum.
address someone as the informal of Mr., right? Sir. Something like that.
Yeah.
Say sir.
Sir.
Sutter.
Stutter.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Say it
Sir.
again.
Sutter.
That's how you say?
Dude, you know what that's
Excuse
like?
me, sir.
Okay.
What
Excuse
Rick
me,
is
sir.
doing is like whenever you have like a Latino like news person and they have like no accent at all until they say a Spanish name and then they have a full accent. That's what that feels like. What you're doing.
I feel like yours is the difference of like sir and serious.
Well, so. Oh yeah, you should bring up the Vigilant maybe.
Yeah.
So growing up, I was in a lot of speech classes and things, and like ours was one of the things I could never say.
Interesting.
what like did you replace it with something or what was it? Do you know?
It was a W sound,
It's like a what?
so it'd be like Wick, was my name.
Okay.
I was in speech therapy as well.
Like a
And I had a problem with S's. And I also
Right.
had a huge gap between my front two teeth before
Yeah.
I got bracelets. So I had a problem with it. And whenever I did nail it, it whistled.
It whistled.
I was gonna ask if it whistled.
It whistled real bad.
Eric.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Rick.
Oh.
There's a place in California that's called Big Sur, and it's spelled S-U-R. Can you pronounce Sir with a U?
Big Sir.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, you got it. Sir.
Sir.
Sutter.
No.
Just like that 69-69. We lost.
I can do it. It just takes.
It takes a lot of
Focus.
effort, I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, it might be Cheat Stream.
I don't know.
Yes, you are. I'm assuming this isn't a pizza.
Well, yeah, we had that 69 for a second, and we lost it.
It's true.
Yeah. I think here. Vigilant.
What did I say when you were talking to the judge? Like I screamed it.
What did you say?
No, I'm good. I do
The
a lot of
judge
watching
for my
people.
wedding called me, and he was like confirming vows or something like that. We were going over vows, and you said something, and I was like, just praying to God the judge wasn't hearing this at work. I can't remember what
Man,
you said.
I thought it was a tree stream, so I was calling to see about that, and they were for some kind of Allstate insurance thing, talking to me about stuff.
Oh,
Gotcha.
no.
They're like, I'm calling for Aaron. It's like, for this and this. Like, do you own a car? I was like, no, I do walking and biking now. Like, okay, I see. Do you perhaps own a house? And I just hung up.
That's
I'm like,
hilarious. So you were talking to the Allstate agent like, this isn't pizza, is it?
No, that's what I did. 'Cause I was like, hello, hello, and then I heard noise. I'm like, hello, And they're like, "Hi, Aaron," or "Hi, can you hear me?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I can hear you." And then they started going that like, "This isn't a pizza, is it?" And she ignored that entirely and just kept talking about her like insurance thing.
They got to get it out.
Aaron, do you remember what I yelled when Eric was on the phone with the judge? I can't remember if it was just objection or what, but
Man, I don't remember.
it was funny.
It was because like I gotta pick this up, and then
Yeah.
like we thought you were gonna walk away and answer it.
Yeah.
And Rick said something, and then like right after he started yelling, "Hello!" I can't remember what it was.
Me either.
Yeah, I picked that up thinking it was like pizza because I remember seeing that there was a treat stream coming. So thank you, whoever sent the treat stream.
I think Jake went to go get it.
Alex and
But
Scotland.
it's not there.
I know.
So he thought it was a pizza.
Yeah.
He's
We
going
all
to be
did.
waiting down there.
No.
Alex in Scotland sent us some wings.
No, I thought. Sorry, Jake.
Yeah,
I
they're not
thought.
there. It was an
No,
Allstate.
it was someone for Allstate Insurance. I picked it up and they started talking, and then I was like, "This isn't for a pizza, is it?" And then she was like talking about insurance.
She just ignored him.
ignored it entirely. So I'm sorry. But yeah, they're like, "Do you perhaps own a car?" And I do a lot of walking and biking now. Like, oh, okay.
You own a home?
I'm
homeless.
I should have.
Hung up the phone.
No, I live in a van down by the river. I thought you didn't have a car. And it just cycles through. Like, I don't want anything.
Jake, will we be able to hear that clip?
Oh, are we opening up that clip?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could do video too. It doesn't matter. But
I love watching your expression
yeah.
as you're reading it.
So a while back, we did a hint hunt, and for it, we did a radio drama for like a Lovecraftian sort of story. And I was recording the voice for the narrator. And so it was just me and Jake here. It was like his first week here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one line in particular, which I wrote, by the way, that I could not say. So if we have that clip.
You were both George Lucas and Harrison Ford.
Oh, no, I can't hear anything. There's no.
This production of the
I'll turn it
Shadow
up.
Over Innsmouth is brought to you by blindwave.com/shop, where you can find exclusive, fashionable, comfortable apparel or a variety of handy accessories such as mouse pads, stickers, or this vacuum sealed thermos that I use to keep myself warm on these
Do you have it
cool
at the spot?
autumn nights. Still 2 more to go, so stay vigilant. Vigilant.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you've been listening closely, as you should have already found one clue for tonight's hint hunt. There are still 2 more to go, so stay Nope, can't do it. Vigilant. Stay vigilant. So stay vigilant.
Like this slow. You're like,
So stay vigilant. So stay vigilant. So stay vigilant. Vigilant. Might have to change that. There's still 2 more to go, so stay vigilant. Hopefully you've been listening closely, as you should have already found one clue for tonight's hint hunt. There are still 2 more to go, so stay I can't do it, Jake. Vigilant. So stay vigilant. It's like Valentine all over again. Vigilant. Hopefully you've been listening closely, as you should have already found one clue for tonight's hint hunt. There are still 2 more to go, so stay vigilant. I got it wrong, didn't I? I'll just start with there's 2.
I like how you didn't even realize you got it wrong yet.
Let me try one more time.
There are still 2 more to go, so stay vigilant.
Oh.
There's still 2 more to go, so stay vigilant. It did not, but it was right.
A little bit, yeah. We should really like mic him in the future.
How about there's still 2 more to go, so keep your ears open.
No. I just changed the line to alert,
Yeah.
which is what makes it in the final cut. Yep, I did.
Vigilant. I like that. There's a certain point where you're like, vigilant. Got it. So stay vigilant. Just something about the way that like you center yourself and then that's funny.
So yeah, that was a good time for all,
Yeah.
but me. You know,
Can't do it, Jake.
while we're looking, so people aren't just laughing at me, I want to see Aaron recording drunk old man.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Aaron, are you still muted?
Why was I muted?
Phone call?
I don't think.
Did
I
you forget to?
Oh no, I know what happened. I switched it so I could hear that better, and when I did, it came back muted automatically.
Gotcha.
That's fine.
So, for people that don't know, what was this recording for?
Yeah, so we did a hint hunt a while back, and for that we did an entire radio drama.
Yep.
Like,
It
like
was
back
crazy. The
back in
links
the
we
old
go to.
days.
Yeah. Shadows over Innsmouth.
Yeah. So it's still up on the website. It'll make its way out to YouTube eventually.
Yeah.
I actually still have the script on my desk here.
Yeah.
I think I still have mine.
And that's where like we learned Calvin hates the Courier font because he was
Yeah.
having so much trouble reading the script.
Yeah,
and
we
I
doing
can't
it.
read Courier font naturally.
So I had to go and reformat it and print him out a new one.
Yeah, he had to print it out in Times New Roman
Yeah.
for me.
Which messed everything up because now the page numbers are different.
Yeah, you can make fun of me all you want for that.
I remember thinking like, that's like when someone's like, it's my controller, it's not working, you know? It's like, come on, that's not it. But he gave you the new one and it worked, and I was shocked.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just the letters don't look right.
They don't help your dyslexia, huh?
No, they do not.
Hilarious.
And
No,
from that, a guy started sending letters in mailbag exclusively in Courier font. You bastard.
And we did it where like some of us would go record stuff, and then other people who weren't in stuff would be back here. So like I didn't get to be present for everything, but I listened to stuff afterwards. And some of my favorites was Aaron just being like, "This isn't a word."
I think Rick sometimes makes up words, or he uses words that like normally people don't use.
Yeah.
It's like you could have used another word here. For example, vigilant. That was on him there. It's like, I can't say this word. But no, I mean, every once in a while they'd be like, what is this word? I can't. I was the other thing too is like my character, one of them anyway, had to speak in like I don't know what kind of tongue it was, but it was the iya,
Oh,
like
yeah.
those things, and I'm like, I don't know how to say some of these words. I'll try and see what I can do.
No, it was the usual like Cthulhu chant.
Yeah, Cthulhu Fatan.
Yeah, Rala, Cthulhu, Catan.
Yeah.
But no, I think all of us got to play like 2 characters. I think Matthew might have done something. I think Melanie did something. Like
That was a lot of fun. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I've ran like Cthulhu tabletop RPGs at home and stuff, and the fans were nice enough to give me a like actual physical copy of Beyond the Mountains of Madness. But I had attempted to run it before with the PDF version,
yeah,
and there's so many characters in that scenario, and they're all from different countries, and I'm not great at accents.
sure.
So what I would do is I printed out the faces of all the characters, and I put them on popsicle sticks, and I would hold them up
and then just talk in your voice.
and just talk. Well, I might like mix it up a little bit, but like I can't do 40 different characters.
Sure.
So at a certain point, there would just be like, okay, here's this character, and this is who you're talking to.
No, I understand. Like accents can be tricky. Like for somehow my elven, like Britishy sounding elf kept turning Wakandan.
He did.
I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
It just would. I would be starting
you-
in like a British sound,
don't
and then
do that
somehow
to me.
I'd get to a point I'm like, am I doing Wakandan now? What happened? And I don't know how I did it. It just would happen.
I saw someone in chat said you have the Spanish accent down. That does remind me. We were at a work lunch when I worked at Marietta College at Tampico's, and I hadn't said anything really when the waiter was there taking the orders, and I said the order, and I said it probably rolling my R's or whatever. So they thought I spoke Spanish and started speaking Spanish to me. It did not go well for me.
Back when I was taking Spanish and stuff, I wanted.
See, yeah.
I always wanted to go because like I know they speak Spanish at like some of the restaurants here and stuff, and I always wanted to go and like just speak and order in Spanish and do all that. But I was always afraid that it would come off as like insulting in some way or something, you know. And I didn't want it to seem that way, so I just never did it. But that was always my worry. I always had a fear of that for some reason.
Nice. Everyone at the table is very impressed. It's like,
Oh, Rick, good job.
So this is Aaron as an old man.
yeah. So this is Aaron playing a drunk old man.
Now
who is progressively getting more drunk and more terrified.
There we go. Yeah, that was the thing. Is like I had to play this guy. Is like as he goes, he is trying to get more and more drunk because he's drinking this bottle the whole time.
Okay.
I love that we rolled film on these.
What is our idea to run it so that we had the video in case? And what they're get ready. I say when they get ready, ever hear tell of a shaggoth? Hey, d'ye hear me? I tell ya, I know what them things be. I seen them one night. When I seen them one night. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we do that.
So that's the first
So we
take.
do that. I have the last line here. Get out of here quick! They seen us. Don't wait for nothing. They know now. Leave this town. Run! Yeah! Get out of here quick! They've seen us. Don't wait for nothing. They know now. Leave this town. Run! Yeah!
So in the script it says like Zadok runs away.
I wanted to have that sound of
No,
like
it's perfect.
it getting further away, so
Yeah.
I tried to just
do it one more
yell running for my mic, you know?
It's so
do it one more
good.
time.
I didn't have anywhere really to go, so I'm like,
Oh yeah, he's got to jog sideways.
I remember
just
that
here
happening.
all
You guys
alone.
like, why you start like jogging? I was like, I had to get my moving going, you know?
Funny.
But it was
So yeah, you can go track that down. There's probably links to it pinned in the Hint Hunt channel on Discord still.
yeah. We wanted to make a few changes and stuff to it and get it kind of reset up, and we'll probably have it released on like YouTube and stuff. at some
Remastered.
point.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, at the very least, maybe we can shoot for having it at least by October.
Yeah.
Since it's kind of a spooky story anyway, and re-release it like a special edition. Like that might be cool.
But yeah, we did decide just on a whim to like video record all the stuff because we talked about like how fun it is to watch like Goku in
Oh, yeah.
you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like
It's awesome.
Yeah, or like when we've watched Sam Witwer doing voice acting or different things. Like it's fun to see that kind of aspect. We're like, well, let's just record it and maybe we want to do something with it or
I
something.
just love
you know?
seeing Sean Chamel in that video booth, and he has to do these crazy Kamehamehas, and he's like, ah! like, you know, he's passing out and drink. Oh, it's great.
it's great.
Wait, I missed. You sound like Shaggy in his 80s.
Like, going Scoob.
Yeah,
no,
no.
it was fun and it was interesting. Like I've done like the old man voice before and stuff, but it's like, all right, you're gonna be an old man, you're a drunk old man, and you're getting more drunk as it goes on,
More drunk and less
you're
sane.
getting crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'll do what I can.
You did really good.
Hilarious.
What's crazy is the hospital people didn't even see that when they casted you.
right?
No, I know. Luckily, it wasn't up yet, or maybe it should have been, and they would have been like, yeah, that's
You have been typecasted
That's
as an
what we
old
need.
man, the sick one, not the one that opens doors.
not the one that opens doors. Yeah, right. Deckard Cain. Yeah, I know him. Deckard Cain. But no, those are fun. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind doing like voice acting is fun. I don't know if I'm necessarily good at it, but it's something that I find enjoyable to try and do. You know.
I think The problem I would have if I was trying to do voice acting is like I feel like I can do a decent voice, but I don't know if I could like recall a voice I did for a character a year ago.
Oh, that's what's so hard in D&D.
Exactly.
We're like, you haven't seen this character in 6 months.
Yeah,
God,
what
what
does
did
he
they sound
sound
like?
Like D. Bradley Baker seamlessly switching between clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video's out now too if you want to see it on YouTube of him and on the Bad Batch panel of just doing a script, and he like the audience is like woo as he's going back and forth between characters.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about like I know Calvin has done like impressions and stuff, like on videos and things like that. There's something about having not the in-person aspect where it's like I'm just giving a voice to something that's either going to be animated or not seen, and it feels a little different and easier to do to be like just give this a voice.
A little more freeing.
Kind of, rather
Sure.
than being like, and like that voice can be whatever you want it to be, you know? It was like whenever, like dancing wise, like in public, it seems a lot more like, I don't know, nerve wracking to just start dancing in public to me. But when I was dressed up as Little Caesar for Little Caesars, I would do whatever the hell I wanted to because no one knew who was inside that, you know? And I'm just dancing away.
Sure.
It's so freeing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like that,
I get that.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no.
How deep does the disguise need to be? Like if you had like clown makeup on, do you think that you'd be just as freeing?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like if you were a mime, could you be hardcore mime, or would you be like people are gonna recognize me?
I don't know. Mine might be able to work,
Yeah.
especially if I like do a suit, have it
Sure.
all dressed up. You know, like people can't tell Clark Kent and Superman
Yeah.
are the same person. I'm sure if I was dressed like a mime, they'd be like, "What's that?"
So at
You
the,
walk by me like a mime on the street, weird. All right, but you wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's Aaron."
Sure.
Like who would expect it to be Aaron? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you're not expecting it to be Aaron.
Sure.
Sure.
at the WCW pay-per-view, NWO sold out. They had dancers behind like a screen, so you could only see the silhouette dancing. And the idea was that like it was these huge screens, and so it would just be these huge like giant things of women dancing.
Giant shadows dancing.
But the shadows were actually like the size of the women. Like they got it wrong, so like no one could even see them.
oh.
But if it was just your shadow, do you think like
Yeah, you can't tell what's there,
Yeah.
right? You don't know who it is that's dancing back there. You just know there's a shadow and stuff. So I think there's just something about it where like you're not thinking about like people seeing you and what there's like sometimes there's a weird nerve-wracking feeling with that. Sometimes it just depends on what it is.
that's why you only dance when you're drunk?
It depends on the scale of confidence I feel like that I have in whatever the action is. You know what I mean? Like back when I was younger, like I could just talk to friends.
Yeah.
But when you have to give like a speech to the same friends, something's different about it, you know?
I get you. I think for me, it's how long I have to prepare. The more I prepare, the more nervous I get. If I just go, improv, go, I feel way less nervous.
Sure. Well, like there's a difference with like doing the Obi-Wan reactions.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't nervous about that at all, but I did have some nerves with starting our new Badonkagong
Badonkagong,
podcast. You know,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, we're gonna start this now. This is the first
Sure.
one. I'm like, all right, but I could feel. I haven't felt nervous in a long time.
Yeah.
That was the first time I felt nervous in a while. So it was neat. There's something about some of those things.
Sure, definitely.
But no, accents are tricky though. But I was trying to get into that old man character.
Yeah.
You did. You nailed it.
It was good.
You did it, son.
I just imagine like no one sees that. I was here all alone. Like I didn't even have Jake because Jake was gone at the time. So I would just go over, hit record, come over here. I was talking to like I think it was like Lano who was doing the editing. So I'm like, all right, Lano, I'm gonna do this. I ran through it like 3 times, and when I was done, I'm like, all right, that's it. So I can't imagine someone like you being like, all right, let me see how Aaron did with these. And like you're watching through and you get to the end, like you're just like, you know. I don't know what you did or what you thought, but it's in my head now thinking about that.
If I had done that alone, Vigilant, like the fucked up version,
You would have noticed.
yeah, I might not have noticed, and it
would've
just
just
would
been
be in there.
Yeah.
Stay vigilant. It's like what?
Stay vigilant.
No.
Damn it!
No.
Are you trying?
I was real hard.
You could tell by the way he was like,
Stay vigilant.
yes.
Yes.
Stay vigilant.
No.
No.
How do you do it?
I love how quickly it can change.
Yeah.
It's such
You're
a grab
literally
bag.
getting lost.
Rick, what's your favorite pie?
Blackberry.
Okay. What's your favorite Halloween pie?
Punkin.
I was wondering if he would be able to say it. That one was one from a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember Vigilant being one. But
Well, how often would I have said Vigilant?
I don't know.
Vigilant.
Hopefully never. Yeah.
But, like, I remember we had a conversation. I don't know if we did it on podcast. Did we, Eric?
Yeah.
When we were talking about words that are said wrong and stuff, and I
did.
had a list of ones I knew Rick had said.
Yeah, and we were looking for. The rest of us had one, but you didn't have one. So we're hoping that we can go back and.
You're
hear.
hoping Soggy
I want
is
to.
one.
Yeah, I want to see what that was like for you.
And it's also like I don't know. I don't know if it was I don't know if it really was said that way. I don't know if it was in my. Like if it's in my head now and I'm saying it right. You know, I don't know.
Like the first couple that you said sounded different. But me like trying to overemphasize like the way I heard you say it,
Mm-hmm.
like I might be like pushing that more in your head and you're like, no, I need to correct that and then saying it differently. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Rick, whenever you type the word Vigilant,
Vigilant.
he's
spell it
fucking
wrong?
us up now.
well, I mean, the question works either way.
Sure.
Like, how do you spell it?
Like if you were just gonna type. Well, he typed the script, right?
Yeah.
Well, I did.
So like he spelled it correctly, but he also
I typed it incorrectly, but I missed up the E and the A.
But
so-
you put VIG.
VIG. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I put the P in pumpkin, and I write it. Just not when I say it.
Yeah, but
Sometimes.
do you say it without the P or do you replace the M with an N?
He replaces the M with the N
Don't you
and
say
takes the second P out.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Well, I know how it's supposed to be said, but I don't want to mess you up. So just keep it that way. Good job.
Yes.
What about like kind of like a folded up paper towel that you get at a restaurant to like wipe your mouth?
A napkin.
A napkin?
Napkin.
A napkin.
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 Yeah.
Tupperware. Do you have trouble with Tupperware?
Sounds like
Tupperware.
Do you?
Tupperware.
Tupperware.
No.
That's
Okay.
good. No. The ones I remember Rick had troubles with were dartboard, Valentine's Day, pumpkin, napkin.
Calculator.
Yeah, that one's a consistent one. See? And I don't know if it's because we're bringing them up too, but
Sure. Like hitting them all.
Calculator.
yeah, you get it good.
Yeah.
But I remember a few of those things would be like, Rick, what'd you say? And it was one of those kind of, he's like, no, say dartboard. He's like, dirtboard. I'm like, no, a dartboard. He's like, I don't know what you're saying.
I would always say crown instead of crayon.
Yeah, that's another one.
Crown.
Oh. But you meant crown.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, dude, you did it.
No, he was trying to say crayon.
Hand me those crowns.
Crayon. I don't know. People say things differently all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like a boot. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's a trunk. Crazy British people.
Or a boot. Like going oot in a boot.
Oh, yeah, Canadian people.
The bastards.
Damn them.
I'm
No.
sure they make fun of us.
No, yeah. No, speaking in language and all that stuff is just, it flows and evolves and changes over time, too, so it's a tricky thing. And I'm not trying to make fun of Rick. It's just interesting to be like,
Oh, yeah.
how does he not hear it? What's he like the Vigilant thing? I don't say Vigilant, and it's like it's so ingrained in there to somehow not say Vigilant. I don't know what it is. Like I want to understand it more, but I don't know how to understand it better.
Like it's difficult for me because
just
I don't have like a speech impediment, but I say words like backwards and inverted and the front half of some words on the front half of other words, like torpon portitos.
That's one of my favorite. We need that on a
Instead
shirt.
of
We should put that on a shirt.
It's pretty good.
A Torpon Portito. What was that in?
it was in Ruby.
Was it in Ruby?
Yeah, when she had her gauntlet things.
Mm-hmm.
So like I do shit like that and it just comes out. I have no idea that it's coming. The word is right in my head when I say it,
Yeah.
but just garbage comes out of my mouth.
No, I've always had a mix of like speech and sensory issues in various degrees.
Sensory is like just senses in general.
Yeah, like
Like he can't touch small metal things.
Oh,
Remember he
Yeah.
tasted it.
okay.
Like
Yeah, I
that.
was trying to understand what it meant. but yeah, I
or
remember that.
like Maggie will wash her hands and I'll go to wash my hands, but that is like scalding water to me. kind of thing. And like lights are just too bright a lot of times. And like one of the reasons I hate movie theaters is it's just too loud. So
Not the
Yeah.
stickiness.
stickiness, I mean that's not great.
No, I get you. No, sometimes theaters have been loud, but also sometimes being here at the studio or at home, it's too quiet.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like nice to have a meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the problem with movie theaters is they do not upgrade their sound equipment frequently enough. So as the speakers age and the lifetime of that equipment goes away, you have to crank it and you lose definition. So they think, oh, I can't hear the quiet things as well. I'm going to crank it even more. And then it's just buzz. It just flattens everything out. And also just 30-year-old speakers aren't great unless they're driven well.
Huh.
Huh.
I find it. Arnok said it depends on the accent. English is not my first language, and I always have trouble understanding Southern folks. Though it was funny because I was watching some people talk about, like, I think they were British, and they were talking about like, can you do a American accent? Like, oh yeah, sure I can. And it was just like a Southerny
Texas.
accent, you know? Yeah, it was kind of ish, or I don't know what it was, but I'm like, interesting that's kind of the accent they go to. And then I was thinking like, man, how many different like variations of like a British accent like are there? And like what do people typically associate as a British accent versus like, I'm sure if you live in Britain, you have like, oh, there's the Southern Britain and Northern Britain, you know, whatever. But I don't know those.
Well, I think it's changed too
You
with
know?
generations. Like, I'm sure a lot of people, when you ask them to like speak American, they go John Wayne, because like John Wayne was probably the most popular thing.
Or
Sure.
like Elvis Presley.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
He was the best.
now it's a lot more broad.
He was the king.
Yeah, he was the key.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting because like when I heard that, I'm like, oh, that's what they think of. And I was like, what do I think of? And I wonder what I'm not thinking of that's different, you know? So it wasn't like they were like, hey, can you do a American accent? And he started doing like a Valley Girl or something, you know? Like I was like,
I mean,
I wonder why they associate the Southern accent.
I honestly just think of different actors and the different accents they can have, I guess, right? You can have like, Michael Caine, and then you can
Sure.
go,
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Sure. I think about
Completely
those.
different.
We also had there was a British girl that moved to our high school, and I'll think about her sometimes in the way that she would talk. And I always think of Skittles because she always pronounced it with no T's. So I was like, and I was always fascinated by it. I was like, say it again. Wow.
It's like when we ask Rick to say Vigilant.
How can you start a new accent?
Like doing
We should
one?
have a blind wave accent.
Like we just
Yeah.
You
talk
mean we just-
differently?
Like I know that you can track accents and be like, and then this group moved further north. They developed this. They mixed with this language. This language here mixed this, and that's how you get. You go French and you go in the Bayou and you get like there's different things like that. Like how can we just create a new
It
accent
all
that no one's ever heard of?
it all
before?
originates from people like me
Yeah.
who say things fucked up.
Yeah.
And then the people around them say
Sure.
those things fucked
yeah.
up.
Like if Rick just taught his daughter and it never got changed, and then their kids talk like Rick, and then it just spans out. And that's
yeah.
what it is.
It just spreads. Especially if it's like the king or something, and like everyone wants to imitate the king.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like who has an accent now? Like Christopher Walken. He could be an accent.
If people just started talking
You
like
know?
him,
If there were just a whole group of people that just like went to Antarctica and started talking like Christopher Walken, like in 100 years, people forget the origin. Just be like, yeah, that's the
Sure.
Antarctica accent.
That would be
That would be great.
great.
Yeah. Or Alan Rickman. Everybody's really slow.
Because they're cold.
It's freezing out
Yeah.
here.
Can't believe.
Yeah, create a new accent. What would the blind wave accent be?
I don't know. I don't know how I would make an accent.
Gottfried.
Like, I don't know how. Like Christopher Walken, like
Yeah.
his cadence is so unique. Like it's almost one of those things where I'm like, has he created this?
Yeah.
Like, does he really talk like this, or has it kind of been part of a persona to
Yeah.
make him stand out more?
Yeah, it's like
you
him
know?
or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure, yeah. Like Arnold's unique because of his sound and stuff. A lot of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just wonder.
So people in chat have said that the water temp thing is a common. Women prefer much harder water. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Carmen does not like super hot water.
No.
I mean, she does when she's showering, but not when she's like washing her hands or doing dishes.
Like her shower water, like what does that feel like to you? Does that feel like around the right
It
temperature?
feels like magma.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love hot water.
I do not like
Love
a
it.
super hot
Jancy
shower.
and I have turned our water heater until like it's getting close to danger.
Getting close to danger.
Might explode. Who knows?
I gotta turn on the hot and a little bit of cold to have like this is my hottest.
Sure. Like, it's dangerous for us to do that because the kids, like,
Yeah.
I don't want them to turn the hot water, wash their hands, and it just melts their flesh.
Sure,
yeah, I
I,
get
I
you.
don't want that. But, yeah, I don't know.
No, I love it hot, but that makes getting out of the shower or the bath just the worst because it's so
Sure.
cold out there.
I haven't been doing hot showers as
Yeah.
much. It's more of like a lukewarm into cold because lots of them will be. Why are you laughing?
Sorry, no, I was reading chat.
Oh,
Stormhover said, "My family did not move to a country with hot water for me to not use it."
but no, a lot of my showers have been like after like a sauna where I'm already hot, and I'm like, I don't want
That makes sense.
hotter water right
Yeah.
now. I want cooler water. So
Oh, I
You
mean,
wanna
I've
start
definitely,
cooling
like,
yourself
there's
off,
been
right?
days on
Yeah.
like the farm where like, I need the coldest shower possible.
Sure.
Yeah, I
but
get
like
ya.
with not having the AC and stuff, like Melanie said when she took a shower the other day,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh yeah, I left it down because I was trying to cool down in there because it's so hot out here." I was like,
Gotcha.
I understand that. So, but no, I've definitely done hot showers. I know she has too, where it's like within a few minutes, when the mirrors are just, all covered.
Yeah, no,
with-
I can't remember the last time I took a shower where the mirrors were fogged up even at all.
really.
Yeah. Most of the time it's like as close to room temperature as I can get it.
You do that for the assassins, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely happened once or twice where I've like opened the bathroom door while Jane's taking a bath and he's like, "No, my heat."
Calvin's always fucking up because I want to go in and like write a message on his foggy mirrors. And
Yeah.
he's not doing it right. Damn it, Calvin. How can I fuck with you?
Yeah, I don't know. Use like
Now I need like
Vaseline or something.
or like
Or
window
lipstick.
chalk or something.
Yeah.
Go buy something separate. No, I don't want to do that. Make a
Or
sad
you
face.
should use graduates and stuff use like bar soap, like Dove bar soap, like do the whole mirror and then like wipe it out as if it's like
Maybe.
fogged up.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that.
I'll catch you.
But yeah, I don't know. I do think that at least Melanie, I don't know about all women, but I feel like pain-wise, she handles more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just a thing with like women because they also go through childbirth and I don't. You know what I mean? But there's definitely things where she's also just maybe more stubborn than me with some things
Yeah.
where she's like she would be sick and then she would just do things and then I would get whatever she had and I'd be like, "Oh,
I can't do it.
can you bring me water? I'm
yeah.
hungry,
That's
but I don't want to
hilarious.
eat." You know, so like there's
That's
just
so
that
funny.
aspect of like sometimes I think they can just take more than what I can. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Maybe
That's
I'm a
what they're
wimp,
saying in
you know? I
chat.
don't
Man
know.
flu
Yeah,
is
maybe,
what
yeah.
it's called.
So,
Like no, I think I have a higher pain tolerance than Carmen. So I don't think it's universal. But I don't know.
I'm not sure. Like, there's some pains that are terrible. There's some pains that I like.
Yeah. I feel that.
Like after a
Like,
workout.
I look forward to workout pain now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I get mad when I'm not. in
Feels
pain. I'm like,
good.
what have I done?
nothing.
Like I don't feel like I'm doing anything. You know?
The man flu. What is the man flu?
I think man flu is just
It's
like
like,
a man catches the same flu, but they are so much more whiny about
Is
it.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Refers to the idea that men, when they have a common cold, experience and self-report symptoms of greater severity akin to those experienced
Interesting.
during the flu. While it is a commonly used phrase in much of the English-speaking world, there is a continuing discussion over the scientific basis.
You know, my dad is kind of like Aaron in that there was a period of like 10 years where he just had a terrible cough. But he was too busy to ever go get checked out. So we just work all day, come home, farm all night, cough. My mom's like, "Go to the doctor." He's like, "I'm busy." Like 10 years. That's what I would have considered what the man flu is. You just won't get rid of it.
I don't know. I've gone to a doctor.
But you've
and
gone, yeah.
They
So it's
never
not the
seem to
same thing.
care. I don't
This
know.
was just stubborn. One of my favorite parts of my wedding was you guys just sitting around and listening to my dad tell stories.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
That was so
That
funny.
was so much fun.
Like I legitimately would just like, I gotta get these guys together again.
What was fun was like I was like trying to like I've heard so many stories from Eric over the
Yep.
years. I want to confirm these.
Which ones are
from
real?
From like
Yeah.
another
An
perspective.
independent
Yeah.
source.
Because like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, is there a little bit of over embellishment?
Sure.
Does Eric remember it a little differently than what
Yeah.
like his dad would? Does his dad remember this at all? You
Mhm.
know, like I'm like I want to hear some of these. You know, and the same thing with Kenny. It's fun to hear like.
Yeah.
What are the differences in the
Sure.
stories or something that Eric's like, I better leave this part out. This part's a little too much.
Yeah.
I'll tell this part of the story. You
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
I love your
sometimes you get
dad's
more.
donkey story.
donkey story is
That was
great.
hilarious. I just was not expecting the cardboard box thing.
No, I've talked about having a donkey for the longest time, but I've never talked about how it used to eat cardboard.
Yeah, that was. He said, like, yeah, like that was its treat. It's like you get some good cardboard boxes, man. It just eat it up.
Oh, it's so funny.
When you guys
So
get
funny.
like cuts and stuff, do you like squeeze them?
Yeah, I
Like,
squeeze
hold
them
or what do you mean?
Well, like
like
squeeze
to
them
make blood come out.
to feel the pain
No,
afterwards.
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
No.
I don't think
I do
so.
sometimes. I'll wait for the blood to form a scab and then immediately rip it off.
Oh man, I don't
Like if like my
that one.
foot's
then
asleep, I'll like
like-
hit it against the ground like a bunch. Ah, you know?
And then like squeeze a bit more blood out and stuff so it makes another scab. Sometimes I do it because like it's a cat scratch and I do it out of necessity to resist infection.
Mm.
But sometimes I just do it because I'm like,
Well, I just want to feel.
I definitely
alive.
do that. I do
I'm, like,
hate
bored.
Scabs too much.
you know,
I don't know. I can't. I'm gonna say no, but I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Like I'll like press my nails in my hand sometimes. It's like it just feels calming in a way.
yeah,
don't know.
I'll like bend my fingernail
No.
into my
yeah,
finger
no.
like this,
Mhm.
like really hard
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
do that. Like, yeah, if I think about it, it hurts, but it's like a comforting feeling. I don't know. I've always done it since I was like a kid.
I can't say that I have. Not
I guess
that,
it's like
at least.
it's the opposite feeling of bending my fingernail backwards. You know what that feels like?
It
It's like the
hurts.
opposite feeling of that.
I
It's
like
like
that.
weirdly comforting.
I mean, I've
I don't know.
bent my fingernail. Yeah, I guess that way before, but yeah, I don't know. Weird. I don't know. What's wrong, Eric?
Nothing.
Are you bothered?
Cringe more the older I get.
You old man.
Yeah, like it used to be. You're watching videos online. And it's like this title of this one is like gym injury. And I just like before I would be like, all right, what happened to this person? Maybe I can learn from their mistake. And now I just scroll past. I'm like, fuck you. I don't wanna watch that. I don't want to like every single time I see like gym injury in the title and then I go hit the to watch it. As soon as it starts, I'm just imagining all the bones popping at once. Like. Just,
We should watch an injury
I cringe
compilation
more
video,
now.
Eric.
I just don't. I think is it an age thing? Am I more mature? Am I less mature? You know?
Yeah. One of
So
those.
when we hit the 1,000,000 subs, Aaron and I have to go camping.
Yeah.
Eric has to watch Calvin work out and break bones just
No.
over the course of
I'm not okay with this.
the workout.
Oh yeah, they're probably getting ready. If you guys hear some weird noises, there's a stage getting ready for Billy Bob Thornton to show up.
Yeah.
so-
Billy Bob Thornton is right outside our
He's
house,
literally-
our studio right now.
If we had box
True.
man cam still, we could probably see Billy Bob
I
Thornton
mean,
out
we
there.
do. All you have to do is take that down and
Take that
zoom
thing
in.
down, zoom in on the stage.
Yep.
Do it, Aaron. So yeah, like right behind our studio is a massive. There's going to be a massive concert, so they're doing sound checks. Preferably, or I should say, most likely, you guys
they
won't
can't
hear
see
anything.
Cool, though.
They can't see anything.
No, it's all blocked up and stuff.
Damn.
Porta potty.
You don't want to see a porta potty.
Just take it all down and see.
You don't want to see a porta potty. I mean, you look. It's just.
It's once you zoom in, it's not as bright.
Yeah,
Timmy
once you
Finn-
zoom in, it'll do it. But
Yeah.
unless if it's not set to auto, I guess not.
Yeah. Yeah. If you zoom in, it'll.
But yeah,
go.
Billy Bob Thornton has a band, and he uses that
Yeah, it's like
to travel around to small towns all across America.
Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmaster or something like that.
Yeah.
Chat says Billy Bob Boxman Thornton.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I guess.
there it goes.
Apparently, he was in a movie like Hollywood
Well, that's
Con
a
or
roof.
something, and it was like he played a role of like
Okay, they can't see it.
box master or something. I don't know what he does. I'm not sure, but
Maybe.
Yeah, you need to lift your desk up, Aaron.
We can illegally stream Billy Bob's performance.
here, I'll lift up my desk so you can see more.
Charge.
What? You're at the wrong angle. You can't see anything anyway. I can stand up and look, and there's still nothing there.
What's the plan, Calvin?
Well, while they're figuring that out, if you guys have questions,
Questions?
I'm gonna stop.
Questions that need answering.
now's the time. Down on the lower left, there's a little purple bubble where you can submit questions. Just know if you ask, we'll react to this, the answer is maybe, and I will skip over it.
Or yes or no. What can we see, Calvin? There's the backside of a stage.
Whoa.
Wow. This is the height of streaming.
We did it, guys.
Is that
Podcast over.
Guys, Billy Bob's tomorrow.
Fuck.
Shit. All right.
He's not even there. It's Aaron Levine or something.
I'm glad we've done this. All right, let's get into some questions.
It's Aaron Lewis and the Stallariendos or something.
Perfect.
Sounds like I'm trying to say that word.
I can't read what it says on that thing. It's hard to tell.
All right, Becky, no question right now, just needed to emphasize how much I love you guys platonically and how much joy your antics bring me. So thank you.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
S-Tech
Thank you, Calvin.
asks, Aaron, did you watch the new Pokemon trailer?
I have not. I wasn't sure if there would be any reactions or anything we were going to do or whatnot. So I just haven't seen anything. And I figure at the very least, whenever I play the game in like November, I'll see some surprising stuff.
Gotcha.
Wait,
I've
all
seen
I-
one Pokemon.
All I've seen so far has
love
been the starters.
The starters.
Yeah, from
you
like
saw that
the
in the last one,
first
then,
the
okay.
first trailer
Yeah.
thing that we did. That's all I've seen so far.
I've seen one new Pokemon, and I love him to death. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
BJ with a very good question here. Hey guys, hope you're all having a great week so far. Will you be covering the PlayStation State of Play?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be coming back at 6 p.m. tonight to do it live with everybody. So if you're here, make sure you come back for that. And if you're not here, what the hell?
Yeah, we'll probably be starting streaming a little bit early so we can talk a little bit before they actually start presenting. But yeah, it's scheduled to begin probably in about an hour and 15 minutes or so from now.
And we're going to be competing with what's going on outside.
Yeah. They might actually be playing music by then.
Heard would ask, any idea if game nights are ever going to be revived? There's no current plans, but that doesn't mean never. We talked about the four of us on Badonk Gonk before.
Mm-hmm.
Donk.
Occasionally, Calvin and I will make an appearance, but not regularly. Did I get that one right? Close enough. Eric,
Yeah.
what flavor of Zoa energy drink are you drinking?
I'm currently drinking Blackberry Acai.
Acai.
I've heard that pronounced so many different ways.
ACAI.
I've heard acai, I've heard acai,
Yeah.
I've heard acai.
It's a pre-workout energy. I'm going to be working out tonight.
Yeah, it's a Zoa Plus, so it's
Zoa
meant to be
Plus.
taken like
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes before like working
Yep.
out typically, and then it gives you like some creatine and beta-tine or I forget what all there is. Some teens.
But it's quite good. I think in terms of Zoa, I think the pre-workouts are just a little better. Anyway, just in
little
terms
better.
of like taste, but I don't really go for the Zoa for the taste. I like the energy.
The energy.
Let's see here. Flash Arrow asks, best mom in fiction? Mine is kind of fiction, but kind of not. There's a movie called The Lion in Winter, which is based on historical events, but it's a dramatization. But Katharine Hepburn plays Eleanor of Aquitaine in that.
Yeah.
And that is my favorite mom in fiction.
Pretty good.
Can it be a stepmom?
Sure, I'll allow it.
It could be Stacy's mom. At least off the top of my head.
Stacy's mom.
I like Mrs. Weasley. She's a really good mom.
Sure.
Molly.
Molly Weasley.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I've always loved that segment when Harry and Ron both become 17 in the Wizarding World. You're given a watch at that age, and she gives Ron a brand new watch, and she gives Harry a hand-me-down old watch. Ron, who is the youngest boy of how many children, the Weasleys, he always craves something new because everything in his life is hand-me-down. Harry, being an orphan, never got a family heirloom, so she gives that to him. I always got really emotional at that part.
Yeah.
Great. Does Ripley count?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, we don't really see her being a parent.
We do in Aliens.
She's just looking out for a friend.
Well, then how about Sarah Connor?
Sure. I think that counts.
Yeah?
Like, she did a lot, especially in T2, for her son.
She did a lot.
Let's see. Missy would be Ted's stepmom from Bill and Ted.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Pokemon trainer.
No, as far as moms, I'd probably go with Mrs. Matthews from Boy Meets World.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay. Calvin, do you have one?
I was trying to think,
Just say your own.
Can't-
She's probably in
can't-
chat. She'll feel real good about herself.
but she's not fictional.
Oh, okay.
I'd
But
say
Calvin
my
will say
own
that and she'll
mom.
turn into a cartoon. Lois from Malcolm in the Middle is a pretty good one.
Lois from Superman and Lois.
There you go.
She's a good
She a mom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
she
she's
is.
a mom.
I don't like the way Eric agreed with you.
We're both right.
Oh, yeah, she's a mom. What do you mean? What did I
It's
say?
just-
Oh, yeah, she's a mom.
Fabuccino, will Rick and Calvin start their own podcast?
What would it be about?
He's got to watch a lot of wrestling.
But there's not like another topic you guys are already familiar with you could do? He just has to catch up to wrestling?
We
That's the only thing that Rick would agree to. So,
Oh, we could do a Doom podcast.
Well,
huh?
A Doom? What about a
that'd be great.
tier list podcast where you guys just rank things?
Yeah. It'd be called Rick Ranks.
Wait, what about Calvin?
With Calvin.
Featuring
Also
I'm like the
Calvin.
backup band.
A Pokemon podcast would be cool, but I don't know who I would talk about. That'd just be me and Melanie in the future. Now, would
I
you do
really
a-
like Pokemon. I don't have any practice in saying their names.
Sure.
I've certainly
I
I
know
play
I mess
Pokemon Go. I play the Pokemon games. That's their name, and I can recognize it. I can probably spell it, but I can't say it.
I know I mess up stuff too,
Yeah.
and the thing too is like I've heard people say the same Pokemon
Yeah.
different ways.
Mhm.
Like one of my favorite Pokemon is Scyther's evolution. Scizor is what I call him, though I've heard him called Sizer because he comes from Scyther,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Sure.
I understand, but I call him Scizor usually.
So it's not Shizor.
It shouldn't be that.
Okay, never mind.
You know, but like there's different things like that where I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, should it be this way? Arceus is another one that I've heard pronounced like 20 different ways.
Yeah.
So-
Arceus. Arceus.
He can be 20 different types.
Arceus and Arceus are usually the main two, but there's a couple others that people will say too.
Arqueese.
But no, Pokemon podcast I would be having fun with that, I think.
Mm.
But I don't know what the meat of the subjects would be
We'll
except
just
for
do
Pokemon
randomizers
news
and
or-
talk.
Oh, we should do
We'll
that.
all be in it. No, that can be Calvin and Rick. They can talk about anything they want to, but they have to be doing a randomizer while doing it.
They can talk about anything they want to while we are doing a randomizer.
There you
I
go.
wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, that's
So like, if you want to see me and Eric
the
like,
most preferable combination so
play
far.
randomizers, and then Rick and Calvin can just have random topics about stuff. That'd be fun.
Let's see. Air to the face. Will the next Star Wars podcast go into the name of the podcast before you speak about the book? I was waiting for it on the first one unless I missed it. So have we talked about where the name came from?
I feel like we kind of did in the beginning, right?
Well, we briefly talked about like who the droid was and stuff. But if you're talking about where does that come from initially, there's an episode of it's either Clone Wars or Rebels where we are reacting, and there's a PLNK droid that walks by the screen, and we
think it was an
pointed
early
out, being
episode
like,
of
"Oh my god,
Rebels."
look at that gonk! It's like two gonks. It's a double gonk." And Rick goes, "It's a badonka gonk." and that never left us.
Yeah.
So when we were finally trying to come up with names, I mean,
For a Star Wars podcast, which
Yeah.
is so hard because
what's hard, but what's also feels like it's part of an identity that you can kind of quote unquote own. Someone said Badonkagonk, and I'm like, that's it. That's the one. I feel so much pleasure with that name. So Badonkagonk.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it wasn't something that like clicked initially,
Yeah.
but it grew over time.
Well, certainly when
You
we
know?
developed the idea that the Badonkagonk is actually our streaming platform. It's mobile. It can move. It has a table on its head. It has a personality. Yeah, that was fun, and it's been fun these last couple months. Like, not only like throwing those ideas out there, but seeing various people in the studio pick them up and run with them.
Sure.
That's been cool.
But yeah, so the main thing is it stems from that, and it's because we have a gonk, which is Badonkagonk. He's
Yep.
a double gonk. That's his name.
Indeed. Surf Ride. Do you guys have a favorite Ray Liotta film? Who passed away recently.
I know he passed away recently. I can't think of a movie he's
I
in.
mean, good
My,
fellas, right?
yeah.
The one.
I mean, Goodfellas is his best movie,
Yeah.
I've never seen
I
it.
would say. I prefer Field of Dreams,
Yeah, I mean,
but Goodfellas is great.
I think I've seen
Sure.
it once.
But my favorite movie he's in is Uwe Boll's In the Name of the King,
wait, you said that director's name. I know why.
starring Jason Statham.
Gotcha. I say Goodfellas.
He's also in Muppets from Space.
Oh.
He's in John Q. I liked that movie. I'm looking through like a bunch of movies that he was in, and I don't know if I've seen any of them really. Hannibal. We didn't
some-
watch Hannibal, right? We watched
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Someone in chat said GTA Vice City.
Who is he in that?
I don't know.
Oh, he's the main character.
Is he Vince? No,
Vincent? Tommy?
Vinny.
no, not Vinny.
Man, it's been forever since I played that.
There's a Lance.
Tommy
Vercetti.
Vercetti.
Tommy.
Vercetti. That's him.
Interesting.
Huh.
I do like that game. That
Yeah.
game was a lot of fun. I played a lot.
It's a good
when I
one.
was probably too young to play, but it was great.
I liked him in Killing Them Softly.
Dude, I'm looking. This is 86 movies that he's in. I've maybe seen one. a
Oh,
long time
Copland.
ago.
Yeah, I liked him in Copland too.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these. There's even Muppet movies he was in.
No way.
He was in Hoobie Halloween. I've seen that. I don't know who he was.
I wonder if that statement's ever been said with that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
He was in Hoopy Halloween!
He was also in Operation Dumbo Drop.
Yes.
I remember watching that once, but I don't remember much about it.
Polar Bear TC, first time caller, you guys touched on this during the Obi-Wan reaction. If you had all the necessary resources and support, which lightsaber fight would you reshoot with new choreography? You can only pick across all 9 Skywalker films. So if you could go back and like be the choreographer.
Yeah. Mine would 100% be The Force Awakens, Rey versus Kylo Ren at the end. I do not think the choreography adequately communicated what the entire movie was setting up with getting shot in the stomach and how powerful Chewie's crossbow is and how in pain he is. You know, the huge criticism of that movie is like, well, Rey can just fight Kylo Ren now, like 1-to-1. It's like, no, he's gravely injured. And while they make an effort to show him hitting his stomach, and yeah, he's like, you know, I think that, you know, Kylo's actor, you know, I think he's trying to show that. The choreography does not show that. And there's so many different ways you could do that they didn't take the opportunity to do. So I would say that.
I think that one's tough too, because if you make him in too much pain, then he's sympathetic. And
I
like
suppose, but I mean,
it switches.
yeah. But I mean, we also, I think that you kind of, I think part of that all hinges on there's got to be some sympathy to him too, because this guy he's the dark sider, and he's the one that's like, once I kill Han Solo, all the power's going to be mine, and I'm going to be the most powerful because that's what Snoke's been telling me. And then I do it, and you know, Snoke says in the next movie, the deed split your spirit to the bone. He's not more powerful, he's weaker. And I think that you can show that in the choreography, and that movie does a little bit better.
I don't think either that making him too injured would add too much sympathy, because I've seen like horror movies where like the main
Yeah.
killer gets injured, and that helps the main character to be able to escape or fight him off more. And I'm not like, oh, poor Freddy or Jason or whatever. Like I'm just like, good, get him.
Yeah.
So I think there's ways of doing that.
Yeah.
I agree with Eric on those. Like I think that there's a better way of doing that choreography. Also though, I think episode 9, like towards the very end,
Mhm.
I think there's some choreography stuff there that I could change, or maybe just some of the shooting aspects of stuff too to defeat like the bad guys there at the very end
Yeah.
could be
Mhm.
changed
I would
up
agree.
too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's some stuff with Kylo, some stuff with Rey, some stuff around it. Like I would change up a few
Sure.
things there to just
Sure.
add a bit more to it.
I get what you mean. Like when it comes to like choreography, it's like, well, what story are you telling with these movements? Versus like, there's stuff in episode 9 where I'm like, I think that plot wise or story wise, you need to add a couple things in here, and that will enhance what the choreography is doing.
Sure.
But the other way, at least with episode 7, and you could say this with episode 8 a little bit too, with the Praetorian Guards. Like, I think the story was told fine in the movements, but there's just little tiny like little details in there that you could fix up.
Yeah.
But one, I feel like episode 7's fight, like if you don't nail that, then a lot of people would just lose the story, So I get you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Whereas in episode 9, the story's lost, and it's not the choreography.
Yeah. No. Man, that sounds like a whole topic on a Badonkagong podcast.
Oh yeah,
you
baby.
know? We could
We talk
that.
about
We
lightsaber
could talk about
fighting
every single
forever.
fight and like what we think.
Every
of it.
fight.
You can
What's-
rank them.
No.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll be
I
on
was
that
just
one.
gonna talk about.
I
it,
mean, I legitimately, I have them all ranked already.
There you go.
Like when you said that, I immediately ranked them, and I do not doubt myself.
And it cannot be any other way.
Nope. I got some shockers.
Aaron, do you want to look up exercises? I'll do one more, and then I'll do bits and donations. Superdora, have you thought about doing some sort of day of blind wave vlog, like showing behind the scenes of work? No pressure, just curious.
Thought about it today.
I have thought about it. I've also thought about just using like some of our socials to have like live streams maybe throughout the day or something to kind of
Mhm.
show, or even like updated stuff, just something like that to kind of show like what's a day at Blind Wave, how much stuff do we do, when do we do it, how long does it take? I don't know how best way of showing that too, because I also don't want to distract from like reactions, where like, all right, here's a live thing going through while we do a reaction.
We hire a office-style documentary crew.
See, the thing about doing that is I don't know if it's going to be like people are going to be impressed, like, wow, man, they do a lot, or they're going to be like, "Pfft, I don't do shit.
Yeah.
Because there's
sure.
days where I feel that way.
All right, well, Rick, there are no exercises because they've been disabled since Badonkagong,
Oh, yeah.
and I forgot.
Good
Oh, thank
times.
Thank God we turned back on street stream.
Make sure you leave them off until the end. All right, Hilding with 100 bits, weekly loving.
Thank
Thank
you.
Miss Timmy Fantastico, 31 months. 31 months. Eric, did you ever check out the competition-only version of The Last Jedi?
Competition.
Composition.
Oh, okay, yeah, the only music version.
I tried to find it and I couldn't.
No, I haven't checked it out. They said it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, like I went and was trying to find where. I don't know if it's its own thing. I don't know
no,
if it's, like
it's
extras.
probably...
A special feature.
I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it and I gave up.
So for Christmas, they had a calcifer, like fireplace thing that you could like just play in the background from Howl's Moving Castle, and it's probably in the same place. So you have to go to the show or to the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's like an option. There's like a button somewhere where you can click for extras. So I imagine it's in the same place, if I had to guess. But it took me a while to find that too. Shannon Melissa, 25 bits. What a great month June is already. It's Pride Month. Pride Month. My favorite group's BTS's new album is out next week. I've got Blind Wave podcast going while eating a sausage sandwich. Oh, and my best friend's getting married tomorrow. Hope your June will be as good for you too.
Oh, wow, cool. Thank you, and congrats to your friend.
Thank you.
I love sausage.
Yeah,
I want to join like a sausage of the month club.
sausage appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds all right.
If I could pick one, if I had to pick one food to eat for the rest of my life, so I love sausage. I could talk about this forever. We better move on.
Calder Robin, 35 months. Wowie.
Wow.
thank you, Calder Robin.
Thank you.
Shannon Melissa, 25 bits. I collect merch for the group BTS, albums, photo cards, concert DVDs, calendars, posters, plushies, artwork, pins, and badges. I'm constantly bagging and organizing them. The only problem I have is I don't have the shelf space at the moment, but still keep ordering.
Mhm.
No, I feel that.
Definitely
I don't
do.
have the space right now for Pokemon cards.
That group is
Like
so huge.
They are.
It's
I've
insane.
never even heard of them until this moment.
BTS.
Nope.
Rick,
Your life has changed.
Rick.
You're gonna remember this day forever.
All right.
you've heard of them. We've talked about them at lunchtime before.
Yeah,
Have
we
we?
have.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize it was a music group.
Blackpink. You heard
What?
of them?
We talked about them yesterday.
Yeah, but I was busy yesterday.
Fair enough.
Like butter, like a criminal.
Where was I? Lucifer Moonfire, 3 months. Woo.
Thank you, Lucifer.
Ooh.
What?
It's all lowercase.
Ooh.
Woo.
Sabo Tower, 100 bits. It's Pride Month, baby. Super happy. Granted, my chronic tendonitis has gotten so bad that I'm wearing these bulky wrist thumb splints all the time. But I'm just happy to be here watching the stream with y'all. Sorry to hear about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you for the for joining us, though. Hopefully, it makes your day better.
I don't have any advice for that.
I don't have advice really
Rest
either.
your thumbs, bruh.
Yeah.
Now for tendonitis, I don't know. I heard my wrist boxing and I know some strengthening exercises, but I don't know if that would help
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
or not.
I think that would further irritate the tendons.
It could. Crimson King, 100 bits. Hey guys, just wanted to say I love you guys. I've been a fan since Flash Season 2 finale. Aaron, you're my favorite.
Aw.
And I didn't
Thank
know
you.
this, but my birthday is on the 12th, so that's cool. And your guys' passion... What? Nope.
Huh?
And I didn't know this, but my birthday is on the 12th.
You
Congratulations for figuring out your birthday.
Yeah. I bet applying for anything was difficult up to this point.
So that's cool. And your guys' passion for Star Wars has gotten me to go back to Clone Wars.
Ah, good.
Just watched the Holocron Heist. Love you guys.
Nice.
Some good
Go
stuff.
Get a holocron.
Red French Moon, 5 months. Loving your channel like S tier.
Oh wow, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beetle Boy, subscribe for the first time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Big
Lee
bad
Wick gifted
Beetle boy.
5 subs. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lewick.
Lee Wick.
Oh, Crimson King says, what I meant is my birthday is 6 days before Aaron. Didn't realize that there's 6 days before Aaron's.
I see.
It all makes sense now.
Oh,
That makes more sense then.
Yep. Thank you very much.
that makes so much more sense. Rick.
That I can only read what I have.
I'm sure it's Rick's fault.
Sir, how are you? I don't know.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Happy American Indian Citizenship Day. I love my dentist day. Bubba Day. Leave the office early day. Well, we gotta go. Moonshine Day. Rocky Road Day. Rotisserie Chicken Day. Yell Fudge at Cobras in
my
North
dentist.
America Day. Events, 1953, Queen Elizabeth II is crowned, and I know this didn't happen today, but congrats to Johnny Depp for winning against Amber Heard. Deaths, 1941, Lou Gehrig. Shane Does Bad gifted us up.
Thank you, Shane, very much.
Yeah, 3 subs, as a matter of fact.
Eric, why'd you have to go get us?
I forgot these wings.
Alvic resubscribed for 59 months.
Thank you so much.
Jeez.
It's a lot of months.
That's almost 5 years.
Canister, 27 months. It's been over 2 years, and I still check on you guys daily.
Daily.
Value your content and your perspective on things. Keep it up, gentlemen.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
Thank
you.
you.
If there's ever a day you don't hear from us, send help.
Magic Head Psycho, 17 months.
Thank you.
Thank you, Magic Head.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. Aaron, don't fear ordering in Spanish. I've been learning Korean and managed to order belly pork and kimchi fried rice in Korea last month.
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
I even asked the staff how my pronunciation was, and they said, not bad. We ended up having a small conversation in Korean. It was awesome.
Cool.
Kimchi fried rice is so good.
Yeah.
I have to try that at some point. Maybe.
Guess he can make you some.
No, not the rice. No.
The conversation.
Yes. Talking in another language.
Captain Cold 5 bits. Rick trying to speak is like Inspector Clouseau in Pink Panther learning how to say, "I would like to buy a hamburger." I don't remember that. I'll have to look that up after. Shannon Melissa with another 10 bits. As an English person, I notice Americans tend to think British is like proper posh, but get them to do a Scouse or Geordie accent and watch the chaos unfold. It's great.
I don't know what those sound like. I think I've heard
I know
Scouse
posh.
before.
Scouse is I'm trying to think of the character on Doctor Who that's Scouse.
Yeah.
I can't think of them.
Dan.
Is Dan Scouse?
Tattoo Mo resubscribed for 35 months at tier 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Daddy's J Spider, 27 months. Thank you. Captain Cold, 5 bits. I saw an interview with Walken, and he was saying that it was because he grew up in Queens, but his parents both had heavy accents. So growing up, he just heard them speak and people trying to speak English. So I guess his accent is just someone with an accent trying not to speak with one, I think.
Well, it could also be trying to, like, a lot of those, like, pauses that he has, kind of like trying to figure out the words that you're wanting to say, right? Like, if you have, like, either an accent or another language you're speaking, you're trying to speak English, and you're like, well, I like chicken wings, you know? Like, he has those kind of pauses and inflections. It could be a little mixture of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. I do think women have a higher pain tolerance. I just had a 2.5-hour tattoo session on my hand, fingers, and wrist, and let me tell you, it was only when I had the dusty pink did I go, ouch.
Aaron, could you get your hands tattooed
Why?
with the needle?
Why?
Dusty pink?
What does that mean? What are they doing to my pinky? Is that what you're talking about?
Martian Army, 33 bits. I was going to cheer these bits last Friday during the group stream because it was my birthday and I turned 33. Then stream was canceled.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Belated.
birthday.
But you guys are so awesome. I still want you to have them. Keep up the great work, and here's to 1 million subs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Chase Elijah, 16 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chase.
Thank you.
Crimson King, 100 bits. Here, my apologies, Rick. This is for you. You're my favorite Aaron. Oh, thank you very much.
This is for you, Rick. You're my favorite Aaron.
Yep.
Here are my apologies,
Here,
Rick.
my
This
apologies,
is for you.
Rick.
You're my
This
favorite
is
Aaron.
for you. You're my favorite
Aw,
Aaron.
Thank you, Crimson.
And finally, Frederick subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, Frederick.
Welcome.
That's it for the podcast, but don't go anywhere because Sony State of Play is happening, and we are going to be watching it here
Yes.
live.
Well, I mean, they can go maybe for a little bit, but don't go too far because that starts at 6.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have like 45 minutes or so that we're going to be off the air. So.
Yeah.
But thank you, guys, and we will be back here in, I don't know, 50 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure you come back.
And tomorrow, Pokemon. Come back for that.
Pokemon.
No,
Pokemon.
We gotta see what's happening in the post game.
you don't have to.
True.
Pokemon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.